From Citizens Bank Park, welcome to Baseball Night in America in Philadelphia, where the Phillies go for a 4-game sweep over the rival Mets. On September 11th, and the pregame ceremonies just a few moments ago, first responders, all 50 states represented with a flag down in the field. Of course, baseball played such a big role in the days that followed the attacks. And again, connected tonight, Major League Baseball, as we remember the lives lost. Well, as far as the Mets go, John, in mid-June, they had the best record in baseball. They've gone from that to sweeping a series against the Phillies at Citi Field a few weeks ago to now looking over their shoulder thinking, man, are we in danger of missing the playoffs altogether?
You've got to find a way to win this game tonight.
And it is Jesus Luzardo, who's had a roller coaster first season with the Phillies, but lately a 2.64 over his last 8 starts. This guy's been really good.
Well, Francisco has cooled down again. He is now 0 for 15 over his last 4 games. His average at 263.
Lindor will end that 0 for 15 with a base hit the other way.
So here is Soto. Juan batting at 264, 39 homers, 95 runs batted in.
Bouncing ball right side and through, and a couple singles to open this game for New York. So Soto wastes no time extending his on-base streak to 20 games, and the table's set here for Pete Alonso. One of the best run producers in baseball this year, Pete Alonso, with runners at first and second, nobody out. Runners take off, throw from Real Muto to third, off the glove of Otto Kemp. Boy, if he catches that, I think they get Lindor. Instead, everybody's safe. Another 2-2 from Luzardo. Is taken for strike 3.
It's a backdoor slider and catches the outside part of the plate.
Now Mark Vientos, who's just 1 for 12 against Luzardo, but again the infield back. Ground ball will score a run in all likelihood.
Vientos smacks a base hit the other way. Lindor's in to score. Here comes Soto. He's stopped as Castellanos guns the ball home. The Mets are on the board first with an RBI single from Mark Vientos. Feels like a huge run for New York right there.
You have no idea what that dugout was. Really nice inning for a team that needs offense to get going.
Runners at the corners and Brandon Nimmo coming up.
And now it's Nimmo banging a base hit into right field. 4 singles in this first inning for the Mets, and it's 2-0 as Soto scores.
Nimmo loves the ball inside. Lefty seems to be one of those things that when you are a left-handed hitter, the mistake a left-handed pitcher cannot make is into a left-handed batter.
Arte, one of the veterans, 14 seasons in the major leagues. There's a drive to left field. Marsh is going back. It's over his head and it's off the wall. Vientos in to score. Nimmo's given the wave. It's a ringing double from Starling Marte and a 4-run first inning for New York. 5 of the first 6 against Luzardo have gotten hits.
Location has been absolutely off, and that's the reason why he's staring at a 4-run deficit.
Jeff McNeil now with a comebacker and a double play that's going to get him out of this inning.
And the Mets are done in the first, but a very productive first as they scored 4 runs on 5 hits. David Peterson has 4 runs in his back pocket as he goes to work.
An ERA north of 7 his last 6 starts.
Fouled into the mitt, held on to by Sanger, a strikeout for David Peterson. Good curveball there.
Finishes off Bader here on the 9th pitch. Back-to-back Ks to start this 3rd inning, so he'll face Schwarber with the bases empty.
He does not look like a guy that's struggled his last 5 games.
Ground ball, base hit center field. 2-out single for Kyle Schwarber. Harper hit a home run last night. It's been a little more of an up and down year this year than you normally associate with him, but you put it all together and still an 850 OPS where most guys would kill to be. Schwarber takes off, 3-2 comes home, and a swing and a miss on a good curveball. He gets 3 Ks in the inning and has 3 scoreless so far.
Phillies have had base runners so far in every inning, but no runs across as yet against David Peterson. There's Nick Castellanos, who singled his first time up.
Beards everywhere. We got a walk for Castellanos, who's reached both times. That is a very rare walk. Runner at first for Otto Kemp. Lifts one in the air to deep center field. McNeil's going back. That ball's gone. Otto Kemp with his 2nd home run of this series, and the Phillies are on the board.
This ball was crushed. Breaking ball right down the middle. Never a good idea against anybody, but yet alone a right-hander. Seeing that spin come in perfect, it's like sitting on a tee.
Last of the 5th inning in Philadelphia. 9-1-2 in the Phillies batting order, beginning with second baseman Weston Wilson.
There's a base hit the other way from the 9-hitter Wilson to open the 5th for the Phillies. And now it's Schwarber, 1 for 2 in this game. Down on strikes here. 7th for Peterson. 2 gone in the 5th. 2 outs, not out of the woods yet. Here's Harper. Fires an 0-1. Harper goes down the line. That's a fair ball. Wilson on his horse, headed for third as Soto digs it out. Wilson's headed for the plate. No throw from Acuna, and a 1-run game on a 2-out double from Bryce Harper.
Well, I said you can't get them out the same way, and this one just stays right over the middle. Pitcher's nightmare when there's a runner on first.
Peterson tries it again and strikes him out with the high fastball. 8th strikeout of the game for David Peterson, but the Phillies have clawed away. They're within 1 as we go to the 6th.
Mets lead the Phillies 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's time to turn it over to the Mets bullpen as David Peterson leaves after 5. Reed Garrett, and he is going to face Nick Castellanos, Otto Kemp, and Edmundo Sosa.
Castellanos to left center field. He continues a perfect night. He's thinking too, trying to get into scoring position, and will with a dive and a double. So the tying run at second. Just like that against the Mets pen. And here's Kemp into center. McNeil started on and now goes back, and it's over his head. He misplayed it, and here comes Castellanos to tie the game. Wow.
And Jeff McNeil, who has done such a good job in center field for the Mets in the times he's been asked to play out there this year. It's not his natural position, but his first step was in. His first 2 or 3 steps were in, and that cost him the play.
Brandon Marsh to the plate here. Phillies looking for their first lead of the game. A 4-pitch walk. 3 of the 4 have reached against Garrett.
Well, that'll bring up Harrison Bader. For obvious reasons, quickly become a fan favorite.
Grounds one through. He's done it again to New York. Harrison Bader, the Philadelphia legend, grows, and the Phillies have gone from down 4-0 to ahead 5-4. No better deadline pickup than Harrison Bader, just like we all predicted, right?
Brooks Raley, the new pitcher for the Mets, as the Phillies have taken a 5-4 lead here in the 6th inning. And so now Kyle Schwarber is going to face Raley.
On 3-1, Schwarber takes ball 4. The bases are loaded for Bryce Harper. Harper, the 8th Philly to hit in this 6th inning. 2 in the bank, looking for more. Harper to first. Alonso knocks it down. It hops away. Another run scores. Marsh is in. 6-4 Philly.
Truly, this is not a good play, but a great play by Pete, sliding at the very back of the infield dirt toward the foul line. And then as he turns to make any kind of move or look toward first, the ball just pops out of his glove, hits his body, rolls into foul ground, and a run comes in for Philly. But really good knockdown, but it stopped right there and rolled away.
0-2 to Realmuto. Popped up right side. Pete Alonso is going to have this one. But the Phillies have turned this game around, and after 6, they've got 6. Boy, who would have thought after those 4 runs over the first 5 hitters in this game that Jesus Luzardo would be out there for the 8th inning. Got him. Chase to change. 20 straight retired by Luzardo. Luzardo's 2-1 pitch. Big old bounce left side. Sosa charges. Tough play. Makes the play. Edmundo Sosa. There's all kinds of English on that slow bouncing ball. He's still able to gather it and fire in time. 21 up, 21 down since the Phillies found themselves in a 4-0 deficit with just 1 out in the first inning. What a performance. What a night for Jesus Luzardo. 10 strikeouts and 22 straight retired.
Right-hander Joan Duran is coming on to try to close it out.
And New York tries to get its first win of the season when trailing after 8 in its 63rd try. Strikes out Soto on 3 pitches. 102 to punctuate.
Doing 3 different pitches in 3 different locations.
1 gone in the 9th. Here's Alonso. Back-to-back Ks. He missed it by a yard.
Now, there are good closers in this league. They throw hard. I don't think I've seen swings by these Mets hitters, Soto and Alonso, that look so uncompetitive. It's as if Duran is throwing 110. miles an hour right now.
And the Mets are down to their last out. Vientos trying to keep hopes alive for the Mets. He went around. The Phillies come back from 4-0 to complete the 4-game sweep over the Mets. Duran strikes out the side in the 9th inning.
For the Mets, a very dispiriting 6th consecutive loss. This one particularly so because they scored 4 runs in the 1st inning before the Phillies came to the plate and lose the ball game. Their 6th in a row.